It's only for a minute.
All right, well, it's for a minute, and we ain't got no music, so
That's fine.
what we yeah,
It's
because
only
every
gonna
time
be
we
for
do
a minute.
music, we get banned.
Well, just use
We,
the free shit from the thing.
but I
Actually, I can do
tried. That's
that.
what I tried last time, and they still wanted to ban it.
That's fine. I'll plug something in after the
I gotta
fact.
move this stuff anyways. I gotta figure out how to get
Where the
this
hell is
tape
it?
to hold, man.
What do you tape? I don't even see you, so I don't know what you're
I
talking
know.
about with
Hang
this.
on. I ain't. Nobody got time for this.
Is my camera okay?
I I think it's fine. Hang on.
Well, I mean, like you got the thing right here, right? You got between the
Yeah,
hands.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, hang on. I'll I'll show you. Hang on.
Okay. I'm hanging. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
It'd be like that. Why does it keep doing it?
it's not terrible.
I know, but I like it to be. That's good. That's better right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I mean, I
cool.
changed mine a little bit, so it's not so much like down
So it
here.
kind of looks. So it kind of looks just like mine.
Yeah, it's got that angle.
That's cool. No, that's perfect. I like the fact that ours looks similar. That way, when people compare, they're kind of getting the same kind of comparison.
Yeah,
You can.
mine's a little bit closer. Yours is a little bit more wide angle, but that's
Yeah.
because of where I've got my camera.
Oh, okay.
So
You can't widen yours too much, can you?
I can't. I don't have enough space for that yet.
Well, you could like. Can you
It's still not the ideal setup, like the 100% like ideal setup. It's still not there. I know what I'm
Right.
missing. Um,
Well, if you could cut a little bit out of the, if you cut a little bit out of the two top pictures we got, and then you can like creep up that way just a hair. That might be okay.
nah.
Well, I mean, hey, our pictures are pretty big anyway. So I mean, if you go up that way,
Yeah, but that's not the ideal size comparison. Like if I showed you how like much it, yeah, it just no.
okay,
I mean, not saying I
okay,
couldn't, but I'm just saying it's a pain in the butt to go up instead of wide.
fair enough.
Um, because then it looks oblong and oblong spang yo. This is what it looks like.
Alrighty then.
All right. That is stupid. Okay.
Okay,
All right. So
okay.
where we at? Let me pull up the I pull up the daggone
Where's the daggone? Where
the
the hell is the daggone?
daggone. Wait, did it ever go live?
I no,
It
cause
did.
I ain't.
It did.
Yeah, it did. Oh yeah,
It
there it
did.
is. There it is.
It did. I just
Did you set a timer on it or something?
no, I did not.
Okay.
I just needed the chat. I just needed the chat.
No. So I did. Booyah. I kind of did it premature, but I wanted to get it up there because I'm usually never on the ball.
Ooh, that's a little rough for you. No visual? What you talking about?
Say what? What you talking about? Oh, that's just not gonna be good.
What you talking about? You talking about?
What the hell is today? The 10th. I knew that.
Yeah, we just getting the last little bit stuff set up. That's all.
And what else did you say? Crazy girl, did lazy,
So
lazy
I
girl.
got. Hang on. Let me maximize this for you.
Yeah.
So I got background. I got build something. I got playoff tourney, and I got off on a tangent.
All right, that seems good. Well, technically, well, no, the background is going to be kind of related, so it can't be the tangent. All right, that'll work.
That's what I got.
All right, that's good.
And, all right, so I don't know if I want to do. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh yes, look at that. Look at how I got that set up. I love these widescreen. I got these screens from work, man. This is legit. I should have got the 24s, but these 22s are still good. These widescreens. Can you see everything?
What do you mean? Can I see everything?
Like, as far as my shared screen, can you see everything?
I can see the black and white and a plane on it.
But you can see the chat and you can see the my screen.
No.
So you can't see this right here, the Paper Aircraft Weekly, and
Oh yeah, that I can see. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can see that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
There's
mean,
a chat up?
obviously, huh?
There's a chat up though. Where's the chat?
The chat's right here.
Where? Oh yeah. Okay, duh.
You
I don't
can't.
know what I was looking. I don't know what I was looking for. Stupid. I'm a stupid.
You is stupid. Like it's got the yellow box around everything.
I know, but I was like
Just trying to make sure that
I was looking, dude. When you had it up, I was like looking. Wait, where's it at? I was looking in here. I was like, "Where's chat?" I didn't even think to look. I was bored sighting on this. I didn't even like. Oh yeah, right there. Duh.
you're looking at. Oh, you're looking in the actual stream.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Right.
you is stupid.
I was expecting like you could. Boy, dude, you know, if we did that, that would be Twitch like though, wouldn't it?
It
We had
would, and I'm
the
trying to
chat
figure
on
out how I
screen.
want to get that in there. I'm trying to figure out how people get their chat in there. I think they use bots and all this other stuff. I don't know how they do it, honestly, and I haven't
How you
done the
doing,
research.
OAE?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
So
got some research.
yeah,
We will figure that. We'll figure it out.
we here. That's where we at.
We here. We're
We-
here.
we
We're
here.
We're happening.
You know who I am. You know who he is. But in case you don't, I'm Mark with NAS Aero Systems.
Are you? Are you really? Oh, that's good to know.
I is. And he's not gonna say what he is. He's neutral over there.
I'm neutral. I'm a Switzerland over here. This here's Dave with Phil, and we're doing our weekly thing. Hopefully, you guys are coming along for the ride. Our weekly impact thing, like bringing some news, some updates, plans, whatever it is you got. And I was jumping into it. I don't know. Can they see this screen? Are they saying the screen that I'm showing you the screen?
No,
'Cause-
you got to share your screen and then they can see it.
Oh, man, well, I thought I was sharing my screen. I'm not sharing my screen.
You're
Well,
not sharing your
that's just-
screen because I'm sharing my screen.
Oh well, you can't be sharing the screen.
Yeah,
So
share your screen. Whoa.
see, look at the tree. You like the tree?
Whoa,
good tree, isn't
whoa,
it?
that's not how you do it. That's not how you share your screen. That's not how you share the screen.
Well,
Did they do an update? Because I see it in the top corner.
But you don't see. Oh, maybe they did.
They do an
Oh,
update?
that's
Oh my
painful.
goodness. They did it. They couldn't have done an update because they're. Oh my goodness. They did an update. I said, hey, go back.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna kill it for a moment.
No, I had it.
You had it.
Yeah, go back. Do it again.
I do it again.
Do it again. I figured out. They did an update. It doesn't take me long to figure out technology.
Yeah, right. You see this thing right here?
Yeah,
Where
I
does
can
this
see
thing
that.
go?
All right, so there we go. So what we're doing is we're trying to pick out a wall color. What's going on, Roger? What's going on?
Robert, how you doing, man?
What's going on? Robert, Raj.
Taper.
Taper.
So what I'm looking at here is what color I'm going to be painting my walls so that they look a little sky-like, but I don't want them to be too blue and I don't want them to be too gray. I want them to be, they got to be a little bit bright.
He
because
wants
the
it to
place
be
has a-
neutral.
I want it to be, well, yeah, kind of, sort of, but I want it to stand out as like a bluish gray. You know, if
That-
it leans one way or the other, that's fine. I don't necessarily
So-
care.
So here's a comparison. Go grab. I'm serious. Go grab a Carolina blue.
Oh no.
I know you're not gonna paint it that color. Just go grab a Carolina blue, and
Okay.
see how far off you are. To Oh my goodness,
Damn.
not that, not that.
It's more like this.
Yeah, but dude, just do the logo. Just find the.
Oh,
Yeah, right there.
all right.
Click on. No, go back.
Hold on.
Stop.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, that's an ugly cover. No,
You
I'm kidding.
shut up. It
It's
is not.
bad.
It is
It's
not.
bad.
It is not. Click on the logo, the fifth one.
The fifth one?
Yeah,
This right
fifth
here?
one. Yeah, that one. Click on that one, and put that somewhere for you to pull it over into the thing. And you could delete it once we're done, because I know you will.
Well, yeah. Tar Hell. I'm going to call it Tar Hell because,
Yes, because that's what you do.
because it's what you do.
Yeah, no, we're not painting our balls. We're painting our walls. I mean,
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
match color from photo. Yeah, there you go.
where the hell did that go? Is it in download? Where the hell did that go? Where did it save to?
I don't know where you saved that to.
Do.
That's funny. Go to your
Oh, wait.
recents.
No,
Go
it's
to
saved
your-
in here. It's saved in here. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Tar Hell.
Okay, so they grab that.
Oh, it's called Blue Collar.
Oh, see?
Blue Collar and Daring Indigo. Blue Collar.
That's what the
all right.
border is. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Kaleidoscope does look like it, just a shade darker.
That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
go to your room and then put them both next to each other and tell me that you probably don't like that color. Oh yeah, it is much lighter.
Oh, it's lighter. It's a lot more bluer too.
Yeah, it's a lot
You
bluer.
can still see a little gray in it, but for the
Right.
most part, it really is.
Which is because it's not a true blue.
Yeah.
It's not a true blue. Everybody says it's like a baby blue or a sky blue. It's really not. It's its own unique color, but it's not far off from Kaleidoscope. But I think the stormy sky blue is too dark for what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to if you compare it to how light that is.
Well, Kaleidoscope up there doesn't really. God, it's where it is in the ceiling, because like up there it looks darker than it does down here. Same thing, because right there it doesn't look too many shades off when you put it on the ceiling, but down here it looks brighter.
That's weird.
It's like it knows.
It knows natural lighting?
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, lakefront blue is really close to it.
And you obviously ain't gonna like that.
No, I mean, it's not.
It
blue
actually
color.
is a test. Oh yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's blue heavy though. I don't want to be too blue heavy. This one.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That
That Kaleidoscope to me is probably the close to what you're looking for.
Okay.
Personally,
Yeah.
I think that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do then. Something like that will probably be just about right.
It did not win.
Sam, I am.
He did not win with his Neo Vulcan.
Said what?
He said, "I wonder why." I don't know if that's rhetorical or not. I mean,
Oh my God, are you saying that? Uh-oh.
yeah. But
Of
that's
course.
you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, the indigo blue is probably too dark for you though.
I think so. Yeah.
That border,
Yeah.
I think it was
That's-
too dark. Like if you went back to the picture,
Oh,
yeah. If you went back to the no on there, go to select colors.
okay. Select colors.
Yeah, up there, and then choose colors, match colors from photo, and then choose the Carolina one again, and then choose that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just put it in there. Let's see what it does. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That is dark.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, no, that ain't happening. Although you would love the tongue heel approach right there.
I would have to throw in the white though to make
Well,
it.
the white could be in the little trim right there. Yeah.
Oh, but I wouldn't put that darkness on the wall though. I'd put the lighter color. I'd put the. I still don't know if I would do that.
Well, I have ceiling tiles, so it'd be a little bit harder. I'd have to let them soak up the color if I was even going to do that.
Yeah.
That's right. See, yeah, you do have nothing to prove. I mean, your plane's made a book, so you know, instructable, dude. It's really just frustrating you, man. It's just there to frustrate you. I think you're right though. I think kaleidoscope is probably going to be the way I go with that. Okay, folks, we might have it figured out here.
Well, that is true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, ain't none of mine getting in a book.
Oh yeah, yours are going to be in a book.
Maybe your book,
That's right.
not mine.
Because remember, I told you, it's like I need a like whatever one you ready to go. Like when I actually do publish, you can have one or two or however many designs. If I got your okay to put the designs in there, I'll put a couple designs in there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Woohoo!
Yeah, isn't that where you get all your designs away from a book? No, I was playing. I'm just hating. I'm sorry.
That's where I got.
Sprinkle some of the
That's where I got
haterade.
that.
But oh, see, look at that. See, you switched it, and I ain't even had a switch.
That's right.
But I could have. You could have actually. Oh, but you can't see my screen.
I can't see your screen.
Ah,
I
okay.
can't see the screen that they're seeing.
So let me do that.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, I mean well the idea, the plain design is mine, but the idea, the
Oh
teeth,
my
that's from a book.
goodness, that's got some kick to it.
So yeah, apparently that's how I'm gonna color my
You guys
stuff.
want to know
So,
what an alcoholic drink tastes like, but it ain't got no alcohol. It ain't got no drink to it. This is
it ain't got
crazy.
no drink.
It ain't got no drink. You've heard of
Over the plate, yeah.
You've heard of LaCroix.
Oh yeah, dude, I've had those.
Yeah, I'm trying one of their. Well, I'm trying this passion fruit one.
I don't think I had that one.
This one,
We had, yeah, I don't
passion
think we had
fruit.
that one.
It's got some. Whew. I just got through drinking the Raz cranberry. I say just got through. That was the one that I had from dinner, and it was left over, and like I was finishing it off, and that's why I was like, I need another one if I'm gonna be in here for a little bit.
Raz.
Well, I'm trying to stop drinking the soda, but I like the carbonation. And see, we're off on a tangent.
Why do you like the carbonation?
I do. I've always been a big soda drinker.
Well, yeah, no.
You know that. I've always drank
Yeah.
soda. I've always loved the carbonation. What in the world? That ain't gonna help you find a plane. You gonna blowhorn it out of the grass?
No, but you know, it could get loud for people.
No, please don't do that. I've got headphones on.
So do I. It's gonna be loud.
It's gonna be loud for everybody who's got headphones on.
So, did you get somewhere on your tournament? Everybody here probably saw that NASA's finally launched a couple videos.
Oh yeah, I didn't even put that in the topics. But yeah, I don't know
I
if you
would like
guys
to
saw
assume that
that.
it had to do with the tourney, even though it was just burning. But
I needed some. So here's what it was. I was in the process of finishing. I won't say finishing. I was in the process of unboxing, so unpacking some more boxes, and we had a big stack of boxes in the garage that had been sitting there for a couple weeks because it had been. I had went out of town, and then was raining for like a week, and we finally had a. I had just got through cutting the grass, and I was like, "Yo, it's not raining yet. I see it. Don't I? I see you." Was that phase 20, or was that the phase 9?
anywho, you were moving
Yeah.
stuff
So
around.
I was moving stuff around, and I was like, in my mind, I don't know why I thought the cardboard would just catch on fire when I started lighting it, and I realized the last time, no, I started it with kindling slash whatever you want to start fire with, and I was like, well, I got these planes that I needed to get rid of that were destroyed in the move, and some prior to, but most of them were destroyed in the move, which happens every single time, man. No matter what I do.
Horrible. And now I got that to look forward to myself, but I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oops. I'll be okay.
So I was like, yeah, let me go grab some. So I went in. I was like, oh, I grabbed Firecat. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Toss them in there. Light them up. Boom. Catch it on fire. And we had to go start another batch, and I was like, well, let me go grab a couple more planes. So I just grabbed some spiders that were garbage and tossed them in there and lit them up. That was my videos in a nutshell. If you hadn't seen them.
And he took us along for the ride. It was actually refreshing because I ain't never seen you do that. So, you know, I mean, we burned, but that was only once or twice, and that was a long time ago. So,
yeah. And I've got a stack of them down here that got to go, and I've got the fire pit. I mean, because it's nice to have a place to be able to do that now.
Isn't it, though?
I'm telling you, I'm loving this place, man. If it wasn't the fact that I don't own this place, man, I wouldn't be going anywhere else. I wouldn't. I mean, this is almost like the exact perfect house and location. There's a few minor things that we want to change.
Minor things. Like I said, first thing I'll be doing, painting. Because most of these places have white.
Yeah,
white.
everything's white here.
White.
Everything's white here. And, I mean, and most rentals are. We painted our first one when we came down here because it had an ugly, ugly wall in there. And we painted it, actually, Carolina blue. It was more like a ocean blue, but it was like an ocean blue, but it was kind of, it looked like a Carolina blue. So I was happy with it. I was okay with it.
It's cool. Oh, I wouldn't. I'm glad you don't care about that. I mean, just because you should. You know, yeah, like you're right. You went in, you knew it was going to be rigged. I mean, just a bunch of shysters over there. There ain't nothing to be worried about. So.
Wait, so how was it rigged?
Well, you know, it's going by like what he was talking about before. He'd said like those people, you know, he puts his design in there. It's his design. It's original, and he'll put it in a contest, and somebody else invariably will modify his design or just make the same thing, call it a name, and they'll win it, even though it's his design. You know, just because they made a modification, maybe not even. So it's like, dude, how are you going to go to somebody who didn't make the original and give them the award when he's the one that made the original and you didn't give him the award? It doesn't make any sense.
So you're saying that they basically so they took his design and modified it and won the contest.
Yeah, basically.
And
in some cases they don't even modify it. It just happens to be, like I said, they just happen to do it. And we're going to be slight differences because, again, there's slight differences per builder. But, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, like, I can't fold that stinking fuselage.
You know, see, they didn't even own, like, man. That's kind of where we are with that, too. Because, I mean, if they're just going to take their own, you know, and say like, well, this is somebody else's I'm borrowing, and then they're going to say like, oh, that's somebody, wow, you did a really good job folding somebody else's design. You win. That's messed up.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You heard it there.
I think like I didn't have no problem. It just wanted to do that on its own. Damn.
I almost got that tonight. I almost got it.
What's stopping you, man?
Because
Yeah.
I was not. I was not. I was, as you could tell, I was working on something.
You was working on something. That's true. What are you working?
Yeah,
So,
I was
is
working.
that the first thing you were working on tonight, or what?
Yeah, this is what I was working on 2 hours ago.
Something?
This
Something?
something I was working on 2 hours ago, and I haven't gotten it past this point.
So he knows he wants a fold, and that's about it, folks.
I know
Thanks for joining the
I
show.
know what I'm trying to build. The thing is, I don't know. One, I didn't realize how crappy this one came out. And two, dangnabbit. Two, I'm physically trying to come up with a different version of this plane. I don't know if you can tell what it is by at the moment.
So far, even I got a little bit of a problem. However, that does look familiar. That little extra fold down at the bottom. What are we making here? I know it's not Ekron,
No.
because I ain't seen you build that. But is it? Is that a T-bolt?
Is that give it to you right there? Does that give it to you right there? And then if I flip that over?
Well, yeah. I didn't think. Yeah. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do is build a different version of it.
Again.
Yes. I mean, technically, I never really changed it from the original that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's still, this fold here is different than the original. But since I've done this, the only thing I've done is the reverse folding.
Oh. Okay.
You know, so you can follow
That's the
my
only
finger
thing
with
you did
that.
to change it up. Okay.
Yeah, because everything else was always tucked inside, and then I was like, you know what? Let me reverse fold this. So I would flip it, and then flip it, and then flip it, and then flip it, and flip it, and flip it, and then that's how I got the look of it to where it's at. And I did that years ago. I mean, when did I start doing that one? I mean, that was a while ago.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
So
I think it was just after the original one per year that we did.
Yeah. It was during all that I came out with it.
Right.
That I will say that. I know that was for a fact. That's when it came out.
These aren't all that new, but yeah, these are new builds, of course. So, yeah.
What one is that? What number is that? Not number, physical number. What model number?
That's a 6.
Okay.
But again, it's got that that newer idea I had that the other ones got here.
Why couldn't that?
It didn't
why
translate out too well.
Why isn't that another one? Oh, because you're not accepting it.
No, I'm not accepting it. This is just a test. Yeah, I haven't done one. I mean, it's basically a 6. If anything, it'd probably be like a 6C or D maybe.
6F for fucked up. No.
Fucked up. And this is just a series.
Well, I know. I knew what that was. I had seen that before. Because I was like, wait, that's all the way in the front. I know that, and it's a snub nose. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. You guys had a chance to watch the videos on how to build this beloved thing. Oh, we did get the clearance, by the way. NASA's over there. We had a couple people asking about Hagataka. And, of course, since it's going to be NASA's bird, I had to go to him first. And he did give us the okay to say, like, yeah, go ahead, put it out there, see what other people would think about it. So Hagataka will probably be the next one, which is just a sleazy way of me getting out of it because basically, you know, I mean, I don't...
Yeah, it is. It's not technically
not
yours, but it's yours. Like, it's yours, but it's not.
But I did ask you, and you said it was cool. So.
I don't care. It's not even that. I think it's funny that you built it, you gave it to me, and then you're gonna put a video on it.
I mean, you could do it if you want, but
I mean, I could, but
I think you'd probably rather have me do it.
I would. All right, but what am I gonna? What can I change?
Why don't you give it those?
Why don't I give it what?
You know, the same thing that you gave Ekron, that same thing that we had you put, you know, the little strakelet things. Why don't you put a set of those at the back of that thing?
Because I don't think that was. I don't think
Well,
that's
it
gonna
does help it fly more stable.
That's
I
not
mean,
what
you
I
do
need.
Oh, you're trying to just modify the whole thing. So.
Yeah, it's not what I want. It's not what I need. Oh, I could do this.
Yeah. See, well, again, just what we was talking about before. To be fair, OAE, yours like you do like a little mod, and you actually give it another mark. You know. So,
yeah, whole new.
We just have a different way of going about it. I go with a major type deployment. Like if this is, like me and Mark were always talking about, if it's something you can't revert back, that's when like the phases change their numbers. But there's all kinds of individual subvariants per number. I have the variant sheet to keep track of it because there's like A through. When I was in the phase 1s, I tested a couple. I think it was only a couple, like A through E or something. But then the phase 2s got a few testing. It was like A through K. Then phase 3 did a lot of testing. And there's like A through P or Q. And then the 4s got a couple. The 5s have not got anything. And then the 6s have got a few.
Yep. And then the 7s.
And the 7s, which, the 7s, which is hopefully something like that.
Yeah, the 7s.
This isn't translating out to something as well as I thought it would be, but the 7s are going to be something like this.
Is what it is.
This, in fact, could be phase 7 number 1 if it works out properly.
Yeah, it ain't. It ain't. You know what?
It would be nice to. It'd be nice to see that fly at the park, man, dude. That name, though, dude, Ultra Delta Mega. My God, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't mind if I just call it the UDM, do
UDM.
you? UDM sounds. I don't know. Ultra Delta Mega. That's a mouthful. That's almost a freaking tongue twister. Just like crazy.
Okay, so I did that a little bit differently.
Okay.
And put that there. But then, what can I do?
God,
I wonder if I want to trim this weight up a little bit. I wonder if that would make a difference.
On an interceptor? Why would you want to trim? Why would you want to lose the weight? What do you?
Because it's
that's the
fat.
thing, though. It's you gotta be doing it like Y13 does it. Is like, what are you ultimately trying to accomplish?
I don't know.
Are you trying to increase its range, stabilize it? You don't want it to glide more because it's an interceptor. So, I mean, if it glides anymore,
I just want to change the look of it. I'm just like freaking 13 years old, man.
How do you think I feel, dude? Javelin doesn't change the look. I'm not going into that.
What number what variant number are you with Javelin?
Well, Javelin doesn't have much. It's only got like V6, and I retired Vs 1 and 2 because they glide, or Vs 2 and 3, excuse me, because they glide too much.
Right, but you're on V6.
Yeah. And I mean, again, as you well know, like V5 and V6 are the ones I standardly use now.
Exactly.
I don't use one too much more.
You know what version that one is? It's like 2.
2. Well, and OAE's up to like he said 10 on there.
Yeah, but his, like you said, his is different than ours, the way he does it.
Well, no, he was saying, okay, well, he said like 29 for subvariants, but he's like major subtypes, like phase 1, 2, 3, he's up to like 10. So a little bit less. Because again, a lot of those are like minute little tweaks, like putting these little tailets, if you will, on there. That's like a he might call that a Vulcan mark, or excuse me, this is a Cirrus. This would be a Cirrus Mark II or whatever if I were to do that. And again, yeah, I probably would do that, but
I can't cut those off.
any added tech is usually going to get the plane a little, well, subvariant, subtype.
Unless you completely cut it.
Right.
So
Yeah, see, the plan form doesn't really like. I mean, if I were to do something like I do with the phases, I mean, I can't STE it because of the way the Delta Diamonds. I mean, it doesn't really have them, but they're small. So if I
But
do
yeah,
away with those, these are going to be simply triangles. I can't have that. I
you
mean,
could STE that though.
I could STE that, but what would I be gaining? I mean, I
What if
suppose with
cut out-
I suppose with the oh, this one doesn't even have floating rudders. But I suppose with floating rudders, that could be a subvariant. This one obviously is with this. But I'm talking about like the Cirrus
that's
2.
gotta be the dumbest idea I've had. Have you cut this off of a plane before?
Yeah,
This part.
yeah, like that whole thing. Yeah, you should do that once just to see what it does.
I don't like that response.
You gotta test it.
I don't like that response because I already think I know what this thing is gonna do when I do that.
What do you think it's gonna do?
I think it's just gonna spiral to its death.
No, I don't think it'll do that. Oh, wait. Alternatively, how about you do this? I got an idea. How about this? Okay, instead of doing like, I don't have one in front of me, but you're talking about that straight cut right there where you're
Yeah.
follow the line. Right there. Why don't you cut the V into it? So like it starts to follow the wing down, then it goes back out towards the fuselage.
So
Like right where your finger is, yeah. Cut that back down the other way.
and then cut it down to the tip,
Yeah, exactly. Do
and then
that.
cut this whole section out.
Yep. Well, no, not that section down by the fuselage, out by the wing.
Wait, what?
Cut the V, like you said. Start at the wing. Start at the back of the wing.
Uh-huh.
Trailing edge. Well, further back out. No. Yeah, there you go. All the way. All the way. Yeah, start out there.
Uh-huh.
Cut it about halfway down, like you were going to say, because you said you were going to cut that whole thing off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go down.
So go down.
Go down the wing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cut right there.
And then cut that
then-
off.
And then cut that out. Cut it back down. So, yeah, make a V that way.
So go down here and then cut straight.
No, don't cut straight. Cut down towards that tip.
Oh.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, there you go.
So cut
that.
this section out.
Yeah, cut that section out.
Interesting. I might do that.
Now, you got a lot of play with that, because I mean, you could
Alright,
do
so
that.
if I do it this way, let's try to draw this.
You could vary it all different kinds of ways when you do it that way. You could have a
You're
is
saying
good.
cut it down to about right here, right? Can you
right.
see that?
Yeah, I can
That
see
darkness? And then
Yeah.
you want it to cut.
Matter of fact, you can go down a little bit further than that. Just a little bit, not much, just a little bit.
Okay. And then you
Well,
want to cut
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
straight.
Yeah, straight towards the tip, or a little bit off the tip if you want, so you can leave some fuselage.
So you want to cut kind of like
Dude,
this.
Dude, you got lines on the damn thing in the background right there, and you're just freehanding that. You can follow the line on the damn grid, you know.
What you talking about? You talking about this line?
Yeah, I'm talking about that line. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't follow that line. I can't see that line. It's still freehand.
Yeah, well, there's rulers for that. But either way, okay.
I know.
yeah, you
I
get
could have
that.
rulered it, but I wasn't trying to.
All right. Yeah, Robert's got like, well, only you're making like, okay, you're making the one plane do a whole bunch of stuff. Robert's got a couple that are like that too. I like the multi-rolls. You guys have a lot of multi-roll planes. I've never really done that too much.
Yep.
I usually like, the,
I don't really do that either. Not that I don't want to. It's just that we just don't.
well, I mean, I kind of like having the designs. I mean, obviously you guys have enough designs. We all do. It's just that having a plane all singing, all dancing kind of makes it, I don't know.
Right. So you're saying
it's hard to.
So you're saying
It's hard
that.
to imagine. Yes, exactly. Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's hard to imagine like for example, now this is far fetched, but an interceptor being a close support plane. You know, how much modification can you do of the exact same plane to get it to go from interceptor
Oh
to
yeah.
close support?
Let's try this.
So I mean, you've got obviously with different Vulcans, you can obviously, you know, if you've got that many variants, you would probably played with the spectrum of what they do and stuff. But you know, this is why. This is exactly why. A multi-role for us is probably more like, well, it could be a long and medium range strike airplane, but it could also be like, say, the medium range attacker can be the patrol plane as well because the ranges are similar. That's like an easy swing. You know, I mean, because basically they really are.
You know what? I'm gonna change that a little bit too.
Basically, is your patrol plane.
Let's change that
or at least
anhedral a little bit too.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you ever changed? You ever changed? Just done that simple change with your anhedrals?
Nope, but I'm about to do it right now.
Because you like spider. You have spiders are most famously, you know, you have them tucked
Slanted,
forward like this,
yeah.
right? You ever
Yep.
try to reverse them?
For spider?
Yeah. Well, anybody else's, but yeah, spiders mostly. I mean, kick them the opposite direction so they're facing out.
I don't think so. I don't know.
You should try that too, just to see. Oh, you should try it. Well, I mean, like you got that tech.
Oh my goodness.
Just use that same tech on.
Oh
lot
my
of the others.
goodness.
Use it on Thunderbolt. Use it on Viper.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
See?
We
Well, at
just.
the very least, it looks cool.
At the very least, we got a new one.
See, man, seriously, something simple like that. This is why I keep the tech sheet available. So y'all can do shit like this. Because something like that is on there. Just experiment with your cuts.
Yeah, but I never. I haven't even thought about that. Like this.
That's why oh, well, like that. Yeah, that's true. But that's why I've got the tech sheet for you. So keep that shit in mind. And stuff that I do with, like this thing right here. You know, you could do this with Thunderbolt.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You can do this with Thunderbolt. I mean, I don't know how it's going to turn out because, again, it's your interceptor, but I would actually try something like that with Spider before or something else, but you can do that with a lot of planes. That's why I keep a tech sheet. If I'm thinking of it, if OAE's thinking of it, by all means, use the tech. That's what it's there for. In case you can't think of it, use it. Maybe you'll come up with something cool and then we can use it. Because you damn sure have, and I damn sure have myself.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't coming with nothing. What have I come up with?
We know we're gonna taper the hell out of something here.
What
I'm
what
trying to
in the
think of
world
something we're
have
gonna taper.
I come up with as far as technology goes?
I can't remember, dude. We talked about this like 2 months ago on the show, but I said like, what are you playing? Which one was it? Was it Spider? Ninja? Swallow? Ninja? You made me Raptor. No, it was Raptor for crying out loud. I said like, I like the way whatever it was that you did on there, and I borrowed it on mine. I was like, I'm gonna get to build something with this, and I use that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I mean, it's the same. It's the same for me. You know, like KIA's tech, that little winglet thing that we got going on now that you put on Ekron, that you put on a couple others. I mean,
I didn't put that on Ekron.
Well,
It's
did you
just
put it on?
I put it on. I put it on Spider. I put it on Spider. That's
Wait,
I
what
did.
name? Which name you talking about?
What name? Yeah, what name?
He must be talking about Ekron.
Ekron?
Ekron.
Yeah. Ekron. It honestly,
Kind of sounds like Enron.
it's close. I mean, it is NASA.
What? You don't like React? React is cool.
React was a late night name.
Those always turn out interesting. Those are probably our most interesting ones.
Like Serwin.
Yeah, like Serwin.
Oh, yeah. What name? I don't know what name. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
You gonna put EW? You saying you putting
Oh my
What made you bring that up, OE? Like your
Oh my
OE, your EW tails are on. They're like a subvariant kind of thing. I should. You know what? That's my bad. I should actually put that on the tech sheet. The fact that EW tails are on there. Obviously, you're not putting electronics in there. I'd love to see exactly what kind of microelectronics you might have that you would put on a paper airplane. But I get what you're saying. So it's the same potted tail like an EF-111 or an EA-6 used to have. I mean, I've seen the
I'm not,
pictures, so I know what you're doing. But
I'm not being dumb. What it is E, right? It is E, right?
what the variant that you're on?
No.
What are you talking about, Willis?
What else was it in? You know what
What
I'm
are you
talking about. I'm
Willis?
talking about what letter it is. I'm not dumb. I'm just tired. Yeah, it is E. And I don't even have the exact number. Because I got some of them over there that aren't numbered.
Oh, you meant just the letters. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
E.
hey, sometimes I don't know. That's why we have the sheet for.
Yeah. It's E. It's. I know it was
Okay.
E4. E4. E40.
What do you mean E40?
Man, you heard of E40.
240?
E40.
Oh, you can't be on number 40. You should be on number like 3,000. What the
No.
fuck? You had like 200 of those.
I'm at 400, and I said E4, and then I said E40.
Okay.
Because, you know.
No, all right.
Dag,
Well,
no, you stupid.
Throwing me for a loop.
Just work, you stupid ergonomic piece of crap.
Get back into life with the pens.
You know, these things have lasted forever.
What, Thunderbolts?
No, the ink in this pen.
Because you probably don't use it as much as you think you do.
Ooh,
mean,
well,
you
that's
know
true,
the
but
damn
it's been
you
around.
know the ink straw. You know the ink straw in there cannot be that large.
It's not, man. I'll show you.
I gotta do after building that last one on the show that we did of OAE's
Come
boat,
on
that
out.
Vulcan that I made. I'm really considering like taping down all the
Look
taping
at it.
down sections of the planes to see.
Look at
Yeah,
it.
see that in it.
Yeah, watch me jack this pin up. Yep, watch me jack this pin up.
Oh, it'll work sometime. I think it'll work sometime. Is it gonna work? Oh, is it a retractable pen?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of, he says. I hear a whole bunch of snapping going on.
Well, yeah, because, you know, you gotta.
See, OAE, we gotta get you on the show, dude. Speaking of that, when Robert, you getting on the show one time so we can hook this up? You and Mark gotta like hook up something so we can get somebody else on the show. OAE, we gotta have you do that too, so you could like illustrate these.
Oh, that's right. It goes this way.
Any of these things. It'd be kind of cool to have it like a little bit more broken in there. I like the fact that like Y13 makes his show and his like show is on like different nights of the week. He has no set pattern. He's just everywhere.
He's just everywhere.
He's just everywhere. He's
Dag,
on like
no.
Friday night one night, then Saturday night. I mean, it's cool, but
What the There we go.
what the flip?
Why is Okay, this thing is I jacked it up.
What did you do? You apparently jagged it up. Now, why? Why?
I mean, I didn't, but I did, but I didn't. There we go. I got it back.
So, speaking of which, getting back a little on the topic though, not that there is a topic currently because we're building and exploring with a pen, but have you gotten anywhere else with the tourney or no?
So I haven't, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Because the daggone weather. I don't know if you guys,
God,
I
dude.
don't know if you guys and the rest of the U.S. have had the weather that we have, but
Him and his
what
weatherman,
about
I
it?
swear to
What about
God.
in Georgia? Have you guys had the same amount of rain that we have in the last month?
I did see that like they did just say that what a tornado touched down in the Orlando area like last week. I did read that news blurb.
Yep.
I was like, God, dude,
I
that's
was I
cool. It's like,
was I was up
normally
there.
when a tornado touches down in Florida, they call it a water spout
No, that
because let's
happened.
face it,
That happened over the ocean today.
yeah, every day, because this
Not
is
every day,
Florida.
but not every day.
Well, not only that, but I mean, Florida, let's you see, surrounded by ocean, and in the inside there's swamp. So it's like, when is it not over water? When it's over a building. So
When it's over my house.
when it's over my house.
But I'm surprised that honestly the yard doesn't flood. Well, I'm not that surprised. I should say I'm surprised because it is Florida, but I'm surprised. I'm not really that surprised because the amount of fill that they put into a lot whenever they build a stinking house. I'm like up on a hill, man. It's crazy.
Ugh. He's trying to do something, man.
What are you trying? No, what are you trying to do?
Well, you were building something, so I was gonna build something.
You ain't building something. You drawing some ting lines.
Something.
What you? What did you need the line for? You already had it folded.
Well, I wanted to make it exact because, I mean, here we go again. If you're gonna start out with a design, you need to know exactly how it is you did it. So you gotta like set yourself some parameters. I mean, for real. So I could this way I say a fold down. It's like okay, 3.5 inches from the back. Dude, boom, I got it. That's what I was looking for. It was 3.5 inches from
But
the
you
back.
you don't normally do that though.
No, true. I don't normally do that.
That's why I was
So I'm trying something
confused.
different. I'm building something.
Well, yeah. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, good lord.
I gotta
Where's he
go.
going?
I gotta go. Well, I gotta go get some
He's
food,
gonna
man.
go get some?
I gotta go get some food, man. I'm hungry.
Well, you were just gonna tell us about the tourney, man. What the hell?
Well, that's what I was saying, and I ain't really got a chance to fly
Oh, that's what he wanted to talk
because
about.
it was
I
because of
haven't
the
got
weather. I should have just put playoff tournament
canceled due
delayed
to weather.
because of Rona and weather.
Corona weather.
Rona weather.
This
That's
is
what I should have
Corona
put.
weather.
Just give me a minute.
All right, go get some food.
And it.
He wants me to entertain you people. He wants me to entertain you people. I can do that. So anyway, yeah, he can't do nothing because weather. It's fine. He can't do nothing because of weather. That's all right. I'm having the same problem though. We had y'all may have heard about Crystal Ball. Yeah, Crystal Ball saw into the future and said, "Thou shalt have rain," and actually we didn't. But it was so windy, couldn't really, find anything. So I didn't get a chance to do much. I don't know if you guys have been dealing with it. Oh, you probably been dealing with 95 degrees over there in LA and stuff. I've seen the heat wave going on over there. I don't know. Is that a heat wave for LA? Or is that just standard operating procedure? No, man. No, black guy planes don't matter. I'm kidding. Oh no, that's a good one. No, we got to be prepared for something like that. I mean, like a big old thing. Like I really do want to treat that one like a special show because, well, it's a special bird. I mean, like if we were to make some of the others, yours in general are kind of a little. Okay, really, what it is I'm kind of worried about how he's going to handle it. I'm not too sweating it too badly, but like him and folding don't really get along too well. So, and I understand that yours are actually kind of like cut the body and give it a little like curvature before you tape it and everything, it's still like I'm kind of scared how he's going to take to it, which is why I think the show has been delayed. I'm kind of anxious. Maybe I'll do it on my channel alone, but I'm also thinking about like what can I do to make something like that on my own some too. That's just why I like looking at some of these. I mean, I was even so far as to thinking like any of your planes, any of our planes in general, but something like mine is like, okay, so if you literally take this is what I was talking about like a few shows back. Whereas if you literally take this sheet of paper and trace the outline of the plane and just cut it, so it's this plane. You know what I mean? And I was thinking like, well, is this something people should do? Is this like, like is this a cheater way? I mean, because obviously the funny thing is you can fold, and get your folds to this end, to this end, or whatever per instructions. I mean, you might miss a little bit of something because like OAE is very technical in some of them. Some of mine are, some of yours are, but it's like, would you consider it cheating if you were to do something like this and like, okay, so I'm gonna take this sheet, like here, like watch, I'll take this sheet here. Whoops, I'll take it down a little bit further. But I mean, this is a basic sheet, so I'm just doing this properly. But watch me here, watch me. This is what I was referring to. I mean, and I don't know if any of y'all have done this because this is like, it's funny how basic this really is. Okay, but this this is like a clean sheet like this, right? Like look, I got the same line. So now all I'm gonna do, like, is just cut this thing to match that, right? I mean, seriously, what else you got? I think what we could do is, right here, hold on. This is longer, so not much longer. So I can do like this. Okay. This is this is kind of goofy, all right, but follow along back home. I wouldn't recommend this, but I just wonder if anybody has done this because it seems like it could be a basic way of going about building an aircraft that you couldn't duplicate otherwise, and then see what you get out of it. I wouldn't even know what to call this thing, but I mean, for real, it is kind of like a variant of the planes like I make. So all right, do I even want to do this? Do I even really want to do this? Yeah, dude, that video was great, man. I did enjoy that. What made you do that anyway? It was kind of cool. You were like, dude, he's really going down. What the hell? Ugh. I'm gonna need a straight edge. Hold on, brothers. I need a straight edge. I need to give me another metal ruler. If you're gonna be using a cutting device such as these, I highly recommend metal rulers because Okay, so I'm gonna go do this here. Just trying to show you what I'm talking about. All right. So there. You see this? This is the dumb, stupid, speedy way of making, in my case, a phase three. Okay. So, is this a good idea? Probably not. I've, believe it or not, years and years of paper airplane making, and I've never done something like this. But it's like if you, I guess, if you want to cheat, this is a good way to cheat. Um, maybe you don't know how to fold. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you're whatever it is. But there you go. It does. It's typical with some of these. Like it did turn out a little differently, but I mean, seriously, does it? We get a little piece of tape. We get a little piece of tape. But does it look familiar? I did this a little bit too high. I know. I'm sorry. Be quiet, kind of quiet, but I'm like you guys, man. I'm concentrating on the build. You know. All right. So just got this here. Here we go. Boom. I'm not putting a stable in it because I can't, because basically it's, like a cut plane, right? Okay. But there you go. Look the same? I mean, it's a little different. Obviously, you don't have a wing pocket, but it, yeah, my wing sweep isn't exactly the same either. But I made it broader. So, I mean, there you go. Like, it would be nice. I mean, this is kind of like, again, I don't know what you would call it. Would you call it a cheater way of doing it? Or would you call it something else? It's it's obviously not completely the same, but I mean, there's a lot less stress and obviously a lot less weight. Um, I thought about this, and I was going to ask you guys if you'd ever done this. Have you guys ever done like any structural reinforcements? I mean, I know you guys have probably done internally, especially you, Robert, because you like if you're going to form a body, a folded body, rounded, you're going to have to, use something inside to keep it up and rounded, firm, whatever, so it doesn't dent and stuff like that. I mean, I've actually seen this has been a while, but I've actually seen somebody use. He built something like you guys. He had a flying wing, a little bit more of a shape. He actually had slight of a nose going on to the front end, but he actually used that great stuff foam and stuffed the inside with the foam. I don't know if it's exactly the same kind of thing, but he used the foam, and I was like, "Holy cow, dude! I couldn't believe like it flew really good." And I was like, "Okay, so that probably keeps the structure up really well." I mean, as a matter of fact, you have to kind of hold it so that like you have to make sure you're squeezing it because when you install that, it kind of wants to expand. And paper's obviously going to expand really well. So I just thought it was a cool idea. I don't like this. Hold on, I'm gonna work this a little bit because the angle's a little bit less than I would naturally do. So I'm going to change this. I'm changing this. Follow along, people. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we goes. Okay, so yeah, I'm just improving. I'm just improving this. Bear with me, folks. I'm just improving this lineup that I did on here because it just doesn't look right. It's not sitting well with me because we should be looking at the same kind of plane. We should be looking at the same plan form there if I'm doing it right, and I'm not doing it right because I didn't trace. Um, Jesus. And for some odd reason, it decided not to cut one section, and I really, really needed to cut that section. And okay, if you want to say that this is a variant, I would go with it. I would definitely go with it because even though you're not doing the folds, Mark would have a field day with this. He's like, okay, that's not really the plane because you didn't start to fold. Well, I didn't fold at all, so what kind of technicality is that?
That's a variant.
Okay, but see, all right, here you go. Oh man, I really jewed that up. I got it? Look at that. How about that? What do you think?
That's a whole new variant.
Okay, so he calls it a variant.
Like
Boom. All right.
number
There you
9.
go.
or wherever you're on.
Okay, see that? Look, what do you think? Just about right? About the same plane.
Mm,
Obviously a little different because you notice the biggest missing thing is
is the
the wing
fold?
pockets.
Yeah, the wing
There's no
pockets.
wing pockets because there's no folds in this at all, except for those four. These two and these two. Well, five. If you count fuselage. That's it.
Yeah, one, two,
You
three.
you missed out on the rest of it, Mark. But basically, all I did was take a blank sheet of paper, trace this, in essence, and cut it, and then fold those folds. That's it. So there's no wing folds at all on this. It's just cut and folded. And that's what we were talking about. It's like, would you consider that a variant?
Yes.
Because you didn't fold anything. You didn't fold to make this. All you did was cut it to look like this.
To look like that.
Exactly.
Yes. But because that is the same exact plane,
Ah.
you know what I'm saying? It's not a new plane altogether.
So that
It's
kind
the
of answers
same
your question.
plane.
Right, but that kind of answers your question almost from before when you said, okay, so if you start out building a plane and you like, I have no intention of making this, but then it ends up looking exactly like something else. Well, if it looks like it, by according to what you just said, then it's the same plane.
But no, that wasn't. But see, no, because I've also said the intention. The
Oh, the
intention was to
intention.
make that.
Oh, okay. So there's the caveat to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
You intended to make the same exact plane.
Right. But
You-
you also said it looks just like it. I just want that to stick in your head a little bit. It's like, okay, it looks just like it.
It looks just like it. It's made different.
Right.
The intent was the same,
Okay.
so it is a new variant, not a new plane.
Okay.
That is my motto, and I'm sticking to it.
I could if it were tapered. And this thing, yeah, this thing's really got potential to being tapered because, again, it's just a simple straight sheet. It's really, I wish I had that scale so we can compare it because this thing is hella lighter than this one, obviously. There's, no weight in there. There's no folded anything. All I've got
Which is
like
why I
three
like
strips
Ekron so much.
on it. You could tell. Well, yeah, you could tell. I mean, I had to do that final cut. It makes it a little bit different now. It's a lot better. That first cut was just stupid. It didn't look right. But now this thing, that sweep is a little bit closer to what the natural phase sweep is. So, I mean, ideally, of course, I would literally take the sheet and trace it and then cut it so that it is exact. Because I even made the fuselage. You'll like this OAE. The fuselage is how you run this thing.
It is. I've noticed that.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't avoid that. I don't know why. Because without those folds, there's nothing natural about doing it. You're just taking a flat sheet and trying to wing it. No pun intended.
Yeah, literally.
So-
Put a wing on it.
Put a wing on it.
If you like it, put a wing on it.
But yeah, Robert, I'm thinking this thing could be tapered easily. Not that I couldn't do it with this, but this one would benefit from it more because right now it's like featherlight compared to this thing. I need that scale. I can be able to tell the difference in weights really good. It's cool. I like the fact that you think it could be another variant because in all my years of doing them, I've never done that. So I'd like to see where that goes. And everybody else could try that, I mean, if you had a plan form of any particular Vulcan, you could just trace it out, cut it, and then see where you'd go from there, I mean, it's really important you get the first sheet, like the size of the sheet you start out with correct. I mean, it really like some planes, like if you use a square sheet, Mark's been using square sheets a couple times here on his newer planes. Ekron starts with a square sheet. If you're just cutting, you may actually need a little bit more sheet to get it right because you're trimming down instead of folding it in,
Yep.
It's something to think about when you're playing with it,
Yep.
but anyway, going where I was going with that was this thing obviously doesn't benefit from any stress. There's you
Yeah.
can see it. The edges are razor sharp because there's no folds anywhere. So no stress, no resistance, nothing like that. So what I was talking about was any structure on something like this. Since you didn't, would you put structure on it? I was thinking like running a single piece of tape along the bottom to make up for the weight it doesn't have, and then putting like a half strip here in the leading edge to make up for the wing pocket it doesn't have. Because while it may fly, it's extremely weak, and a crash landing would probably end its career instantly.
Yes, but the intent to doing something like that is to taper the whole thing.
Well, I didn't start that way, but I mean, I would start out with like first. I would start out with just what it has to see, which all I did was the nose. You have to give it nose. I mean, if you just leave the sheet straight alone, it's just going to flutter and die because even though it's got a front and a back, there's no weight to tell it which way is back. Matter of fact, there's probably more weight in the tail because there's more paper here. So, without any folds in there, it has nothing with which to base front to back.
Right.
Matter of fact, this thing would probably do that right. Yeah, it's close to it right now. So
It ended up behind you.
It's really, it went, but it fluttered a lot, so it's really pushing its luck already. Did you see Robert? Robert said it's raining over there too in Georgia.
Yeah, see? So.
Yeah, you guys are having your problems, and like I was telling them, Crystal Ball made his way up here, so I've been having, well, actually, the rain that we were supposed to get, the 2 to 4 inches, turned out to be like trace.
Cristobal?
Yeah. We did get a bunch of wind, which we still have, which is one of the things it's like I can't do anything with, but
Who said crystal ball?
it's Crystal Ball, man. My man, Crystal Ball, he sees the future right here. He sees you're going to get a lot of wind is what you're going to get.
A lot of wind and rain. You betcha.
So I'm starting on my venture of tapering, Robert. Watch this. It's not really, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I'm going to start taping it up so it has a little bit of weight and reinforcements up there. Mark should do this too. Mark, you should do this with, not Thunderbolt, you should do this with,
yeah.
You should do this with Raptor.
Well, yeah,
because
considering Raptor is what it is, yeah.
Yeah, Raptor already being as light as it is, you're not really going to harm it too much by going even lighter and then creating your stuff. This is arguably a more complicated variant than the folds are because you got to get the tape just so. Okay, so I did what I said. Okay, I've got a strip now running from here about to here, approximately where the center of gravity could be, and then I've got a little piece on this side here running this far on the wing leading edge, both sides. So now it does have some weight up in the front to adjust where its center of gravity is. Yep, that's about right. That's about balance.
Oh, yep, see, there we go.
Although it still flutters. It did still flutter to stop. This one won't do that. Yeah, okay. A regular phase, no. But this new one with no weight, yes. It would be interesting to do this pattern with a plane and see exactly how much weight you can add before it starts to affect, because this could be how we extend our glide, well, any of the gliders. We could extend the glide distances or times. When you start out with a clean sheet like that and then start either subtracting or adding the weight until the fluttering stops and the glide continues, that would be your tipping point to maximizing your glide potential. See what I'm saying?
Really?
You keep with like, all right, like obviously, if you start out with just the sheet, if you start out with just the sheet, you cut it and put like a little piece of tape on the front to hold it together. If you so do that, it's obviously going to flutter a lot, but then just keep on adding, especially down the spine. And like I did that with that one, and the second flight in here, it went farther, but it still fluttered. So, like you just keep on increasing in increments how much weight you add and how much flight distance you get until it starts to flutter, and then get it to just at the point where it would stop. That should be, in theory, your Vmax. I mean, like your maximum potential glide in that airframe. That'd be a hell of a cool test. Of course, it might also involve a couple planes, but you know, it depends on what you're trying to do too. Obviously, Thunderbolt would be like, okay, so get some duct tape, cut the plan for him, get some duct tape, and then wrap it around the nose 8 times. Okay, Thunderbolt.
You were stupid.
Well, I mean, come on, man. I would do the same thing with Javelin, right? I mean, shoot. So anyway, back to where I was going with this thing. I wasn't going anywhere with this thing, but I'm trying to see what I can do here. Well, I mean, tapering a plane, as you guys was doing, you know, tapering it. Obviously, I'm excited about that because I want to see exactly where they go. But I'm just, I'm not too. After seeing your planes tapered versus a traditional plane built into T style where everything is folded flat, yours are more of a, you know, lifting body, rounded stuff. It's like, oh man, it's two different shades, you know? I can't see how taping these, although your experiments, Robert, with new ones of using whatever, what did we say he's using? What did we say he's building? Like a Viper or Vortex or something like that?
But I don't know.
Whatever it is you've got out there that he controls, that's what he's building, and then he's flying it. So, I mean, he's testing out the first ones of what these could be. Here we go. I know Mark's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Did you get some food?
I did. I appreciate it.
Oh, you've tried doing that? Yeah, I mean, like, it seems like you're right. It does take a little bit much because you're trying to. I mean, well, hell, what are you trying to do? You know, I mean, if you know, for us, it's different because we know how to fold our planes. But if there's ever somebody who comes across with like, you follow their instructions, you try it with 5 sheets, and they all ended up balled up because like it doesn't come out like that. What the hell? You know, you get frustrated with a plane. I'm sure you've all had that one plane. It's like, how do I get that? Well, a cheater way of doing it would be to cut it and trace it so that it looks just like it. Of course, you're never going to get the weight right. But that's the whole thing. I mean, maybe that's the only way you can do it. So you play with that. Mark's going to love this because I'm going to give it a rifle. That's not really true. I'm not giving this rifle. I am giving it one hell of a large or lengthened winglet, though. You know, it's not going to be very deep. It's going to be very long. You got that? Deep and long. Deep, long. Okay. Yeah, it's probably what it's going to end up being. I mean, this is so ugly. Even like its mother wouldn't like it. Got the potential to be a bomber, though. I like bombers. Got the potential to be burning in my backyard in another 2 weeks. You know, you built some of those too. Where like, you know, the only good thing they're for is like testing out some aerodynamics as they burn to a crisp. Because for real, some planes suck, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what this pile is down here.
Well, the one we can't see, but we know is like down there.
Yeah.
Well, those are planes you built. They just like didn't make transfers.
Some of them are just crappy.
You, my friend, are never gonna win the award for moving. You never come out of a move victorious.
Nope.
It's always got a sad tale about a plane lost or like, I mean, the only good thing this plane is for is shooting down.
Yeah, those Thunderbolts. Yeah, they're a little rough.
So what you guys think? What do you think?
What is that?
I don't know.
I can tell. I can tell. You don't know.
Oh yeah, it's the first thing I built. I built one of these. I think I used to build one even as a kid. I never used it though because I didn't like it very much. Have you guys ever made any of your planes? OAE, Robert, Mark, you guys ever made any of your planes and like you outright never taped it up at all and it worked good?
Nope.
I can't ever do it, man. I can't ever get my.
Diablo might have, but not that much. There may have been a couple that just were flukes. Or it was either that or Vortex, remember?
Oh, the originals? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
You never, yeah, I remember you never take those up at first, right? Yeah, that's
There
true.
was one or two of them that I didn't tape up, and they flew well, and then I started taping them when they flew better.
Which is why you stuck with it.
Yup.
What is Bulldog? You know, you mentioned Bulldogs around Mark over there, and he's going to say, like, nope, you got to build a Tar Heel. I know.
Like the British Bulldog?
The Bulldog is not exactly the Tar Heel frenemy because different conference, but, you know. There's always a Bulldog in a conference, man. Bulldog, like, if it's not the Bulldogs, it's the Wildcats, and if it's not the Wildcats, it's the Tigers. Come on, man. Think of something original, would you? God. That's why Tar Heels works, because they're original. Like Florida Gators. Yeah, gee. Wonder where that came from.
Alabama.
Bulldog looks like this?
Alabama.
Oh, yeah, the elephants. This thing is about 7.5 inches long. 4 inches wide. So, yeah, it's pretty wicked weird. Oh my god, the phase is just about like it. The phase is longer than this. The phase is longer and not as wide as this. So it makes me wonder what this is going to do. Does it look like a rock? Oh, it flies! Well, it flies pretty good. Oh, that's embarrassing. It actually flies. It actually flies really good. Oh man, flew better than the cutout one that I have over there. What can I say? It flew. Great. Oh, Mark, I don't know what to tell you. You've been down this road before. You've been down this road where you build these planes and you're like, damn it, this one sucks. Damn it, this one sucks. But it takes you like, you know, how many? 5, 6, 8 before you find one that you like, right?
Every time.
Every time?
If I'm trying to build something specific.
But you have an idea of what like you'd like it to do, and then when you fly it and it doesn't do that, you know, I mean, obviously that, for all of us, that's the biggest problem, right? Well, yeah, because, I mean, like, well, it isn't like Mark's reaction to pancake, but, you know, I mean, I don't even think Mark's made a pancake.
Oh.
I mean, he probably has, but he ate it soon afterwards. Are you saying you've had those before? That sound like Bulldog was. How old is that one? Is that an older one? I don't. I mean, I know it's on the chart, or the sheet, but I'm trying to remember where. Hey, what'd you eat, Mark? Oh, is it? Okay.
Strawberries.
Wait, what? You had strawberries?
Strawberries.
Okay.
Strawberries. You know what those are.
Yeah, they're closely related to beanberries. I had those myself. And see how much of a difference it is between that plane and the plane I just made. Oh, ho, ho. See, you know, and you build these and you make them, however the folds go, and then they turn out, like Mark likes to say, you know, well, I didn't intend to make it like that. But, as Mark likes to say, if it comes out, you know, as long as it's different intention, we're okay. But then I came it out and it's like, wow, it looks just like that plane.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the folds are different and the tension is different, even if it looks the same, it's a different plane.
Right, right. I can see that. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But if you intend to build something different and fold it exactly the same, then it's the same plane.
Still,
Just because I intended to build it differently, but I folded exactly like the Thunderbolt, doesn't mean it's a different plane. I built a Thunderbolt. I don't
right.
care what
No,
my
I can.
intention was.
Yeah,
The intention is only it if you build it and it is not built the same, and the intention is not there, then it's a different plane, even if it looks exactly like 5 other planes that you built.
yeah. We're in a more unique circumstance in the paper aircraft world than like in the real world because I mean, obviously with machine building or hand building, like, even if you were to carve it out of wood, you can duplicate stuff at least pretty closely. Whereas paper folding, yeah, you can duplicate it closely, but when you start out with your folds and it comes, like whatever you do and it comes out looking exactly like something else, but it might, your fold started in a totally different place, and it flies completely different. It just looks exactly the same. I mean, it's a different plane.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So it's got to be. Yeah. So the looks aren't everything. I mean, hell, they couldn't be. Mark's got like 3 planes that look exactly like, or at least at one point had 3 planes that look exactly like and were totally different. He built them differently. They did different things. So here we go on this variant talk again. Yeah, I mean, it's more than just in the eye of the beholder with us. Of course, on the flip side of that, if you take it out, um, like if you go flying with someone for the first time that hasn't seen you fly or you haven't seen them fly, and maybe y'all both bust out a plane and they look exactly like each other. You all get up in each other's face like, "Hey, you built my plane," or "Hey, you built my plane. That looks just like mine." What the hell? But, but like, okay, you obviously tested out. You fly it. It looks different. So you wonder how each other made it because they fly different than each other. So, I mean, with us it's different. We know how each other. We've seen each other build our birds. But these other, if in case you run into that person, how do you treat that? I mean, you can't. Normally, you're just not going to ask somebody like, "Okay, tear it apart right here. I got to see it." Right? You wouldn't do that.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I would.
And I
No,
mean, if you
I wouldn't.
just and if you guys are just together to fly, well, you ain't like you didn't come out there and like build any, bring any paper along. It's like I need to see you build this. I mean, obviously in this day and age, you just get online, but you see what I'm saying? I mean, like that's a different circumstance that could be unique to this situation. I don't think any one of us have ran into that situation before, but see, OAE's exported a lot too. I haven't had a chance to. I mean, I've exported a few, but mostly phases. I think what did I exported Osprey, Phoenix. Man, is that it? No, phases obviously, but there was one other one. Now I can't remember which one it was. Damn it! But 4 planes. That's all I've done, and I never built them specifically to export. They were my birds, and I just like, oh, you like that one? You could use that one. License build that one for a while. So Mark didn't want to have anything to do with that. Mark was like, I got to build my own, even if it is as stupid as Draco. I got to build my own.
Yep.
I'm just saying it because you said that. I'm not saying it because I thought it was stupid.
I'm saying because yeah, it was stupid.
it was stupid. Yeah, Draco was. Yeah, Draco is what everybody starts out with. Draco is a 15-second play. Keep trying to tell him it was unique. It was different. I mean, his was a better start than most because at least he started with a smaller sheet and he took it farther than most people do. And most people build the flying bus and then just like, oh hell, this is crap. I gotta improve this. He did that. Nobody else usually does that. Some other people just like, I'm building a different plane. Not Mark, man. Mark wasn't here. Mark like came up with like 4 different variants of that before he finally retired it. So you got to give it up to that. That's consistency.
Of
Damn
course.
it. This plane will work. But once again, you started with a smaller sheet too, which made it unique. Most people just start off with your basic sheet and just go. You were so obsessed with the phase, though, you wanted to start off with a smaller sheet and see what you can come up with. So it was the smallest flight. It was a minibus. You don't have any more Dracos, do you?
No.
Can you build one?
Probably not.
You don't even remember how to build one?
No, because they were built. I don't know what they were built out of.
I thought it was a half sheet because you were building like everything
No.
out of half sheets.
No, Draco was before that.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, remember you used the smaller sheet because you like what phases. You
No,
knew I
that was
doing that with
Diablo and
phases.
Phantom Lightning.
Yeah, and it was Draco too, because Draco was really small. I got the specs up. The specs are like it's only like 7 inches long, by like 3.5 inches wide.
Yeah,
So it couldn't have
'cause
been
I
like
didn't
a
know what I
full
was
size.
doing. Because I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh. Well, if it's older, you're not gonna put mups on it, though, are you? I am so desperately trying to figure out if any of my planes would benefit from the pods. Besides the pods, I've already put on birds. Hey, that's another thing. Mark, you can put pods on yours. You ain't done that before yet either, right? I don't mean like complicated boxy pods, but I mean like you could put like Pisces on there, right?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Come on, man, you can do that. Anybody can do that. Like just
No, but
just stick one of those on there.
no, but I do. What was I in the middle of doing? What was I? No, it's not what I was thinking I was doing.
Oh, he's got something? What do you got?
No, I got nothing. I was thinking, but I got nothing.
Damn it! Don't be getting us all excited for nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of am.
Well, that, okay.
Yeah.
But I thought you had something else.
No, I was thinking about it, and that'll probably be next week. I'm gonna try to get out and fly this week. Maybe tomorrow, but probably Friday.
What's your weather look like?
It's supposed to be better, because I'm gonna try to go golfing tomorrow too. So if I can go golfing, after golfing, I'm probably gonna try to fly.
Oh, yeah, Sky Warriors. Your Sky Warriors are old, too. They are way up the list.
But if I can't go golfing, that means I can't go flying.
They're not exclusively similar. You could do one and not the other, or vice versa. I mean, rain shouldn't be like rain could be like the only thing that stops you, but wind. I mean, okay, yeah, yeah, you could golf in the wind, and you don't have to golf. You don't need wind to fly. You can't do that shit with most planes. Some planes, but not most.
Well, yeah, but it just being windy is not gonna stop me from going golfing nor flying.
Oh, okay.
And with me being where I'm at, the wind isn't as big of a factor as it was. Used to be by the beach.
The 5 or 6 bases of nonstop wind. Yeah, I know. You've had some problems in the past. I know there are times. Think about it, people. Especially you, Mark, because you have been through this, especially the past decade. We're going to go back a decade, but seriously, all the flying you've missed because of crap like that. You know, simple, stupid stuff like, damn it, why won't it stop being windy? I mean, because you can fly in the wind, but what are you going to find out?
But what I can't stop, I can't figure out how to stop that.
What the heck? The tape stops sticking.
Bro, I think that's the stinking humidity here, man.
It shouldn't be that bad in your house, though.
Bro, it's hot.
Hot is one thing, humidity is another. I mean, no, I get it. I get it. I've had the problem too. But what kind of tape are you using?
I mean, this is like... Oh, this tape isn't that sticky.
That's part of the problem. What is it? Is it the one for your big blue roll? That big desktop roller?
I mean...
Yep, yeah, you can't use that. Yep, I do that. Now, as soon as you saw me on stick, yeah. Those things, frosted tape does not last very long. You gotta get the clear. I don't know what it is. But
Is it frosted?
Tape, yeah. If it's those see like mine, and the other one that you had, like they're crystal clear. That clear tape, this stuff sticks.
Oh, that's
You get the frost, yeah. You get the frosted stuff, especially the ones because you can never get the clear tape. Usually, you never get the clear tape that goes in those desktop rollers, and it's always that frosted. Those things I've learned just suck. You might as well use like label makers and shit.
I didn't realize
that's what it
that
is.
there was a. I mean, I hang on.
Yeah.
No
Every little
way.
thing.
No way. So you talking this?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, every little thing in art, dude, seriously, every little thing in our industry matters, and that's one of the key things. Is like you got to get the right tape. You wouldn't think it would, but it does. I've stopped using that frosted tape.
So this is glossy tape. Is that what we're trying to get?
Transparent tape, they call it. Yeah.
Well, this is by Skillcraft. Come on now.
Yeah, they call it. Yeah, you gotta get. I mean, seriously, it's got to be the clearest shit. If it's frosty, don't even bother.
Will it
I've
go
learned
over
that.
frosty and fix it? For
As
like the
long
nose?
as long as it actually contacts paper, yes.
But if it doesn't?
If it just contacts the tape again, yeah, you're just contacting tape. So, I mean, eventually you might be looking at it like coming right off. What you gonna do to improve the Sky Warrior?
Yeah, because that came off really easy.
Right. I mean, you might as well. Yeah, that's the thing. If you got it, you might as well take it off and put that stuff on it. Oh, here's our little tech talk right here. Like, man, make sure you get.
Oh
the
yeah,
right
I
tape.
forgot to put the tech talk back on there. Gotta put the tech
'Cause
talk.
we got TikTok. Gotta have TikTok.
Gotta have tech talk. Gotta put tech talk. Can't go without tech talk. You're gonna do a tech
Tape
talk?
matters.
Gotta do a tech talk.
Tape matters. You can obviously two-sided tape works real good too. Two-sided tape is just trickier because I've seen some of y'all use that. I think both of y'all, OAE, Robert, I think both of y'all been doing that. I've used it too, but it's tricky because if you use it in places you normally put regular tape, use less of it so the weight starts factoring in, you know. If you count on a certain amount of, you know, you wrap your nose in three rolls of tape, you don't need to do that with double-sided because you can just put it inside the nose. So you're reducing the weight and it makes a difference. You got to watch out for that. It's amazing. I've just found this out through flying myself, but yeah, you have to watch out these little things. This is why you need to have a little scale so you can tell how big weight and much your planes weigh because little shit like that matters. Even the staples or the paper clips, you know, because you got as many things as you think of. Like, it's why I tell you when you make it, you can't use, you know, like you've got to have a certain design. That's like 2 different sizes of paper clip, and obviously this motherfucker is going to weigh more than this one. This is what I consider the standard one.
Yep. That's
yeah.
that's oversized.
Yeah, and that's an oversized one. And again, like I typically, whenever I say, I will specify, but whenever I'm making one, I will say a standard size paper clip, I mean those. And again, I don't have the scale, but you know by looking at it, this thing's going to weigh more than these. You put this on your heavies, but I wouldn't put this on something like a phase because that's just too much. Instant interceptor. That's what you can call this paper clip right here, instant interceptor. Because pretty much any little plane you put it on, and that's what you're going to get. I know nowadays you got those fancy, like it's not the butterflies, but they've got fancier ones. Some of them are coated. You got to watch out for that too because, you know, coating matters. That even adds weight. This thing, I think, is even more secure than these are. But, yeah.
All right, let's see how long this holds.
You clear tape it? Yeah,
Yeah, clear tape it.
better. I mean, because mine have gone through, you know, humidity too, but mine don't stop sticking. just because I know, yeah, transparent tape is where it's at. And staples, same thing. Staples, because you can have different size staples too. I don't exactly know how much of a difference it would actually even be recognized on a plane, but gotta watch your staple sizes. Even that matters. So crucial. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how long it's been, Mark, but yeah, frosted tape. I'm sorry if I didn't teach you that sooner, but yeah, that you
I
don't want
think
frosted
I've
tape.
realized that, and I just have been using what I had
I mean,
and what
no,
was there.
yeah, that's admirable, and you can still use it. You just got to remember to like reinforce it with the clear, like you know what you just did there. Put it around the nose. You put it around the nose in such a way that you can overlap it with the clear tape. It'll still work. Just not in like a high stress area, like you trying to hold them wing pockets down. Yeah, you ain't gonna want to do that. It's just not as sticky. I think if you get it during Christmas, they call it like gift wrapping tape because I think it does stick to gift wrapping. But actually, if you ever gift wrapped it with it, it doesn't work as good either, does it? It's still not as good. Clear is definitely the way to go. What else we got?
Man, I honestly think that's. I think that's close. I think that's it.
You built? Did you build something? Yeah, you did. You
I
built
did.
that new Thunderbolt. Is that what you planned on building when you said build something? Or
Yeah. I plan on messing with Thunderbolt tonight
okay.
because
Was there anything? Was there anything else you want to do to it, or is that cool for now?
no. I was trying to figure out something else, so I did obviously a different fold. One different fold, and then we cut the back. So if this works, this could be like number 3, number 4, whatever.
Wherever you're at on the variant sheet.
Yeah, wherever I'm at.
And you guys, I'm hoping. I hope this gives you guys like, okay, those of you that ain't be able to like talk real time with us. I mean, you get to chat real time, but or you chime in, or you can even post up in the comments. But I hope you're at least because you're not here with us real time. I hope you're getting something from it. You're learning some tech too, and we'd be glad to hear some tech also from y'all. If y'all got some ideas, please share. We'd like to, we're trying to further some stuff. I've got a bunch on the sheet, but I'm always willing to explore new avenues. And I'm hoping, like I said, this is helping y'all out. I hope you guys are like Mark there with the Thunderbolt. I hope you just got an idea to cut new angles in the back of your wings. Anything, just get a little something on there. See if you can make a tail plane. Nice little tail plane back there. Do what you can. But if we talked everything, hey, that thing is actually following the line almost straight on. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, it's pretty slick. Yeah. Now it looks off. On the camera, it looks off. If I do it this way, that looks right. Yep. I don't know why I did that. Oh. So, that's it. Anything else? Mark, Robert, Oi, you got anything? What you got? We could build one more thing.
What?
We could.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We should start a new tradition.
What are you talking about?
We should close the show. We should close each show with a 15-second plane.
What?
What do you think? You think so? No?
I don't have a timer. We should really set up a timer.
You can't bring it up on screen either, can you? Damn. I just think it'd be cool because, like, it'd be interesting to see exactly what person. And you got only 15 seconds to get it done. What are you going to do to it in 15 seconds? It must be start to finish. It cannot be like, okay, well, in 15 seconds I'm going to build the first part of it and I'll continue it tomorrow. No. start to finish, 15 seconds. I think it'd be funny. At least all that, you're like, okay, for real? What can you do? Okay, so, see? Oh, you got ideas. See, even with that old design, you got ideas for it. But then again, ideas are new. The design might be old, but ideas are new. Even something like, okay, Mark doesn't want to use Draco anymore, but I'm going to use it as an example. If you came up with, well, like, oh, perfect example, STE. I don't think Draco ever got STE. I don't think any version of the Flying Bus ever got an STE.
No, and he never. No, that plane just
No.
garbage.
But I mean, what would happen if it had it? I mean, for real. Oh, I know. No, wait, I know. Do you have one of those sand hourglasses that you just flip over and start? Do you have one of those?
I don't.
I don't know if I've got one anymore. I think I might have one. It was like
I'm
Scattergold
sure
or
I can
something.
find an app or something.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, there's probably a time. Dude, there's probably a timer on the phone. Don't you have like a
I
stopwatch feature on
do,
the phone?
but it would be cool to have it on the stream.
That's true. You're right. It would. See, so that's a cool little idea. Something different, something unique, and something just something to close it out. Be a little amusing, and who knows, could be helpful. Because somebody could put something on there and be like, I never thought of it. Right? We're gonna have to set something up. We're looking at that. Well, there's probably gonna be a little bit of changes on y'all's view screens. We get this thing organized. Our lead-in screen. I think we've been talking about working on this for like a couple months now. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're like, maybe improvements, just changes. But some things, just a little bit of changes. We're gonna try not to alter the format too much. I'm hoping you guys have never thought that like Marcus had his window, my window, and like anybody else's that popped in when we went to the triple. The triple screen. Nobody's ever complained about it. I'm assuming everybody can see everything okay, like when we fold and everything. So, but if there was any way, I suppose we could make it bigger or something. Actually, Mark, I was going to ask you about this before we go. I ask you about this. Do you think there's a way on the screen that we currently have, if like, okay, with both of us folding, it's one thing, but if one of us is building while the other is not, and you're doing like a feature, is there a way to blow up the screen like slowly so it's like, okay, we're going to highlight him here as he does his folds. So you get like a more full screen option of it so you could see it better?
I'm not saying I can't. I'm saying that because it can be done, yes. But that's where I'm gonna take it over. That's where I'm gonna need more, like, so if we go this,
Taking away all the different frames and stuff, scenes?
yeah, so like here, for instance,
Okay.
if I went like this,
Like how we do when we do our solo shows.
you gotta look at the screen.
I see it. Right there, yeah.
Yeah. That's where it would, so this, in theory, will transition over to it. This is what it would be like.
Y'all seeing this right now. This should be live, right? Yeah.
So that's a small fade into it.
Okay.
And then we go right back.
Right back. Okay. So we could do that in the future then. You're trying to find
Yeah,
a way to
I'd
integrate
have
that
to
or
create
something?
another one. I mean, this one is set up, but I'd have to create another one and label it that.
Okay. Okay.
And then
I think.
we would-
I mean, yeah. I think in the future that'd be kind of cool. Again, like if you're building something, and we want a better look at it to blow it up. I'm building something. They want to look at it. We can blow it up just so it's bigger. And, like you can concentrate on it. I mean, if we're obviously both building something that doesn't need to be done, but unless you think it needs to be done, but whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we're spitballing here, folks. But I'm just thinking maybe that's how we do it on a build. Like when we go to a build, Maybe we could change the screen to. We should do that. Like when we're doing talk, we have this screen, and then when we go to build, we could just split screen our two fields, so that we have that. Yeah, like on the Zeta, for example. Holy shit, the Zeta. Yeah, we're gonna need the whole screen for that.
He's gonna. He really wants us to do that.
Well, I mean, I can see why. Damn thing's huge. Which is why, like I said, I'm gonna have to spread myself out myself. You needed the space, and I need the space to get it done because I'm gonna need to put the camera on the ceiling so you can cover the whole damn thing. See how big
Yeah,
that damn
see,
thing's
that
gonna
ain't gonna work because as close as I got mine, yeah, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna take like I'm gonna build the nose and it's gonna take up the whole thing.
So
Because you see
slide
how
the camera
small
down
this
here.
is 6 inches right here. You see how small this screen size is.
Oh, we could use our infamous like give me your pen for a second kind of thing, and like here you build the wing. All right, then you build the wing. It's like, oh, here you build the fuselage. I'll take it, fold it right here. You know. Trust me, people. We haven't forgotten. Robert, we going to tape or something. We're going to build those. I have not lost the idea, but it's like Mark said. We need to make those like specials because they're just features. It's not like even building one of ours. You know, one of yours. It's not. It's a highlight, but this thing would be like okay, a special stream dedicated to just that. We got to be ready for it. So, I think Mark's close to being ready for it. I might be close to being ready for it actually. I could probably handle it now, but Mark's just got mentally prepared for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, keep your eyes open for some changes coming. We'll have some looks. I'm hoping these are things we could do. Like I said, I'm hoping for some full integration, so it ought to look really cool.
Yeah. Yep. So.
But in the meantime.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you guys
stopping by.
coming out. And always remember, you got to keep them
Keep
flying.
flying.